Hello, ladies. Welcome. All right, let me get set up here. Hello, ladies. Welcome in. It is so wonderful to be with you today. I'm so excited for this video. We are doing a feminine energy refresh and detox. I have not made one of these in about 8 months. And we're going to talk about how to glow, secrets to glow and to stand out everywhere that you go and just feel good inside. That's truly when your feminine energy will come alive. So, welcome, ladies. I see you in the comments. I cannot wait to chat with you a little bit. We've also got some exciting announcements. Yesterday, I launched my first podcast, The Fruitful Feminine. I'm so excited. Ladies, thank you so much for all of your support. I woke up to hundreds of messages and just feeling so overwhelmed with your love. And you guys already rated the podcast, and I'm just so grateful. So, The Fruitful Feminine, it is my podcast all about feminine energy and faith. What does the Bible say about feminine energy? My relationship with Christ, it is the most important relationship for me, and I really wanted a space to talk about everything that I've learned in my relationship with Him and how it applies to being a feminine energy woman. So thank you so much for your support. The first episode was all about childlike energy and childlike faith and how to feel safe being playful, how to get back to your little girl energy and your playful, free, feminine self rather than the adult mold that the world has put on us. So I'm so excited to keep making podcast episodes for you. Second important announcement, book club is back. We are back, baby. We have our first book picked out. So you ladies voted. We are starting with the book Hooked. It is the first book, and I think it's called the Never After series. So if you're into fantasy, if you're into romance, definitely join the book club. We are having our first meeting in October. We usually do beginning of fall to the end of winter. So yes, definitely get started on reading the book now. It's going to be a Peter Pan inspired fairy tale. The summary of the book is he wanted revenge, but he wanted her more. If that doesn't hook you enough. All right, so all the info about book club, it is on thefeminineglow.com. You can also join through our app. I'm just so excited, ladies. There's so many amazing things happening for you. I got a message yesterday, and it was from one of my students in Master Your Feminine Energy. She messaged my assistant, Annie, and goes, I don't know how to get this message directly to Alexis, but I need her to hear it. I just finished Master Your Feminine Energy. It has changed my life. I just booked 2 TV shows. I'm an actress. I've been acting since I was young, but I almost gave up on this dream. I did this inner work. I got back to what my heart wanted. I gave myself permission to chase after my dream. I just booked my dream show. And I was so excited for her because I used to live in LA. I know how difficult that industry can be. And I was so proud of her that she gave herself permission to keep going. Life is too short to not follow your dreams. And when your dream happens, when you're holding it, it's just the most amazing feeling. So I hope that that can inspire you to keep going. Earlier today, she emailed me back. She goes, by the way, because I asked her, what are the names of your shows? We're going to need a Glow Girl watch party to support you. One of the shows that she booked is All American. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm fangirling. This is one of my favorite shows. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of like, think Gossip Girl in One Tree Hill, but today's version. It's about football. It's like romance and life story. I love that kind of stuff. I could eat it up all day. So I'm so proud of her. Just so many amazing things happening. But let's get into this video, ladies. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm coming to you with the new alter ego with the straight hair. So I got my hair cut the other day. Actually, part of this story is going to be one of the resets and detoxes that I'm going to share with you. Let's just get into the video and then I'll tell you about my hair. So one thing that I'm going to recommend that will change your life, if you want to, you know how they say your hair is your outfit? I truly believe it. When my hair feels good and looks good, I feel good. I show up so differently. And so I saw this video on TikTok of a place here in Dubai that is a Korean head spa. What they do is they look at your scalp under a microscope and they show you what's there. I'm not gonna show you the videos that I took because I don't wanna scar you. Then for an hour and a half, they wash your hair. You know when you go to get your hair cut and they shampoo your hair, it's like the most glorious 10-15 minutes. They do this for an hour and a half. They shampoo your head, they detox and exfoliate your scalp. And afterwards, they take that microscope and they show you your scalp. My jaw dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, my scalp, it was so congested. She goes, you use a lot of curly hair products, huh? I was like, do you see my hair? Yes. And so anyways, this is something that you can do if you can find one in your area. Korean head spas are the best. They will detox your scalp. And my hair feels so shiny. There's no product in my hair. They just blow dried it, straightened it, and cut it. Why it's so shiny is because my scalp is actually clean and moisturized. All the scalp oils that I was using, all of the head massaging that I was doing, it was pretty much just rubbing around all of this irritation. Unless you can get your scalp exfoliated, you can do it yourself. I even have that shampoo brush. I use every shampoo. It was not as good as this actual detox. So that's what we're gonna start off this video with. I'm gonna share some physical resets for you that will help you to glow up. And then of course, we're going to do the internal glow ups. So that was number one, a Korean head spa. Let me know in the chat if anyone has done this. So I actually got bangs too. I was just going to cut bangs myself because I was really craving. Last year I just cut my bangs. It was not so good, but I felt so free and I felt so fun. So I thought, okay, let me try it again. But something in me said, don't do it yourself. Just go get it done, Alexis. And I'm glad I did because now my ends are clean. My hair feels good. Let's see. Yes. Okay, let's get to this next one. I literally have props. That's how, okay, let me put this down. That's how you know that the video is going to be good. So if you haven't seen my other feminine energy refresh and detox videos, what I usually do in these videos is I will share physical glow up hacks and internal glow up hacks. Supplements that I've been using, products that I've been using. I always talk inner work here. I want to mix it up and share some fun things too, because there's a lot of physical things that I do throughout the day that enhance my feminine energy, but I don't always talk about it in our live stream training. So that's what this video is for. Okay. Also, no, I do not have extensions. Every time I straighten my hair, I get that question. No, I saw this post once, and I had a treatment done last year, and then I cut my hair also. And I posted a video. I showed the back of my hair, and I said, when your inner work makes your hair grow. And I had explained that when you can relax your nervous system, your hair will grow longer, stronger, and healthier because your hair is directly connected to your nervous system. It's a direct reflection. And so I had said that I was healing my nervous system and my hair was growing as a result. And I shared how long my hair was. It was maybe a little bit longer than this. It's really hard to see in this video. And someone screenshotted that and they said, she's lying, she clearly has extensions. Yes, I was triggered, but then I thought, no, because that's gonna affect my nervous system and that's gonna affect my hair. I thought, you know what? I want to glow so much that people say it's extensions. I want my hair to reflect such a healthy nervous system that people can't believe that it's true. That's the level that I want to go with my internal and external beauty. So why it's so important to invest in your feminine energy is because when you do, you stand out. Most people are not. They're not doing the work to reset their nervous system. They're not doing the inner work. So when you are physically glowing, you stand out because there are internal shifts that have happened within you. I love feminine energy. I just think it's so powerful. Be so, glow so much that people can't believe that it's real. All right. Why I was holding this ball is because I got a massage, and in that massage, she was massaging my feet. And she told me this a while ago, and then she said it again, and I was like, I have to do something about this. So she was massaging my foot, and she goes, do you have stomach issues? And I said, my whole life growing up, I always had stomach issues. Now it's so much better. It's like 90% better, but sometimes I still do have stomach issues. And I have this thing called a tortuous colon, which is where my colon is too long for my body. So rather than going like this, my colon twists and turns like this because it can't actually fit in my body. That's why I often have digestive issues, because it's very hard for food to move down when it's not like this. Anyways, I did not tell my massage therapist that I have this. It's just something that I know and I can live with. I have to eat healthier because of it, detox my body more. Anyways, it's fine. But she could still feel that there was something with my stomach. And she doesn't speak very good English, but she said something to me that my jaw dropped, and I was like, this is just even further proof that the mind and the body are so connected. Everything in the body is so connected. And while she was rubbing my foot, she goes, there's an issue here, this part of the body. And I said, the colon. She was like, yeah, I think so. Whatever this is in your body. And I explained to her, I said, yes, mine is too long, so it wraps like this. And she goes, I can feel it in your foot. I was so mind blown that my stomach connects to my foot. All of this. I just love holistic health. And so anyways, I talked to my sister because my sister is really knowledgeable about physical therapy, all of this. And my sister said, get a lacrosse ball, rub it on the bottom of your feet every night, and it will help to remove those blocks in your foot. It feels like hard stones almost is how it feels. So I got this. Almost every night I would use it for about 3 minutes on each foot. Ladies, try this. You will feel something on your foot that most likely is pointing to a health issue in your body or something that's not quite right. If you look up foot map, if you Google foot map health, you will see that there's so many parts of the foot that are connected to so many parts of our body. Where there's pain on your foot, there may be an inflammation in that part of your body. It could be the heart, the lungs, it could be the throat. If you're wondering why you're having trouble speaking, maybe there's something in your throat that's blocked. When you remove those blocks physically on your foot, it helps to loosen up that block in your body. Anytime I get a massage, the next day, my body releases, if you know what I mean. So that's how you can detox yourself and start to see where maybe there's some emotional blocks too. And sometimes it's not even a part of your body that's blocked. It could just be an emotion that's trapped. Your foot holds a lot of your emotions and a lot of your energy. And so try this, rub it on the bottom of your foot and just massage out those blocks, massage out any of those emotions. Yep. Yes. Get a foot zone. It'll tell you what blocks you have both physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Interesting. Okay, I don't know what a foot block is, but that sounds so interesting. Also, if you take this on the back of your neck, my girls who work on computers, I always say, oh, no, I don't work too much. But then I look at myself throughout the day, I'm always on my computer. Put this behind your neck here, go up against the wall, and move up and down. Hold it for about 30 seconds on a spot that it's really tight. Why I love this too is because you're going to not feel the effects immediately. You're going to feel pain in the moment, but the next day you will notice I slept a little bit better. Okay, that's interesting. It feels more loose when I walk. Here's another one too. I want you to take this, the spot that's in your glute where there's maybe like a little indent, I want you to put the ball there. Let's just imagine this is your glute. Put the ball here, go up against a wall or the floor, and you're just going to move up and down. It is going to be so painful if your hips are tight. If your hips are tight, I guarantee you, your body has been craving an emotional release. About 80% of our blocked emotions as women stays stuck in the hips. When I first started teaching feminine energy, I would repeat this over and over and over again because it was so mind-blowing to me that opening the hips, stretching the hips, massaging the hips helps to set your feminine energy free. Because all of the trapped anger, all of the trapped shame, all of the trapped excitement that was never processed, it's sitting right here. And if you are wondering, why can't I feel anything? Why am I not excited for this relationship? Why am I not excited for this travel opportunity that I've been craving? Why can't I come up with the ideas for my business? It's not that your creativity is blocked, it's that your body has become numb, that when your life force sends you the creativity, you can't feel it. It gets stuck here. There's so many emotions sitting here that your life force can't even breathe. It can't even make its way out to tell you what the idea is and to let you feel that full body excitement. Unexpressed excitement turns to grief and turns to anger. I read this in a book a couple years ago because when the YouTube channel hit 100,000 subscribers, that was on my vision board. I was so excited. I remember I got the plaque in the mail. It said, awwlexis, 100,000 subscribers. I was holding it. Ladies, I could not feel the excitement. Yes, it felt like, oh, yay. Like I felt the excitement, but I knew something's off because when I put this on my vision board, it's not the same feeling that I imagined. I thought it would be so much more exciting. And I started to realize my body had become a bit numb because I was not expressing my excitement fully. Back to back, so many good things were happening. I was able to quit my job. I started my dream business. TikTok was growing, YouTube was growing, my relationships in my life, everything was just so loving and exciting. It was everything that I wanted. I felt like this is my dream life. My relationship with Christ was so strong. I felt so much peace. But there was still a part of me that was numb. Why? Because all these good things, when they happened, I would see it, my mind would go, okay, yay, this is exciting. But I would not feel it in my body. I would not take the time to jump and to celebrate. My friends would say, Alexis, let's go out and celebrate your business. This is a milestone. I would say, you know what? Thank you so much, but I've got another goal to accomplish. I was always thinking next, next, next. I was moving so fast that I never processed the excitement. And then I wondered why I couldn't feel. Sometimes the body is numb from unexpressed excitement. And when excitement is unexpressed, what will happen is all those emotions, excitement, trapped. And when this happens, your body releases stress and adrenaline because you're not expressing the emotions. It's sitting here and it stresses the body. So now when you're releasing adrenaline instead, your body gets full of fear and panic. Usually this will turn to anger. What I notice is people who are very angry, beneath the anger is fear. When your body is full of rage and anger, deep down, there could be fear. All right, I could keep going on more and more about this, but let me stick to this actual topic. It's so great to have you ladies here live. Yes, I was just updating my foot care routine. I swear this is a sign to start my YouTube. Girl, this is your sign. Because why not? Why not? I always think future me would be so excited that I just decided to do it. Yep. There's so many little things. I was talking with my mom about this because I always pick like an area that I really want to geek out and just learn so much about and do so much research. Right now for me, that's learning about the fascia, the tissue in our body that holds energy and holds emotion and shows up as a tight neck, shows up as a tight foot. This, when I got it, I started learning about all of the fascia in my foot because I was like, why does my foot hurt so bad when I'm rolling my foot on it? And then I learned it's because I was releasing that fascia tissue that had built up. So I call my mom, or we're sending voice memos. I'm like, Mom, I'm learning about the fascia and just how it connects and how a lot of us are in survival mode because we have a tight fascia. And she's like, yeah, I studied this because my mom studied to become a personal trainer and she teaches all these fitness classes. She's amazing. Right now she's learning how to teach spin class. Cannot guarantee I will go because she is so intense. She's so good. My mom, she used to teach water aerobics classes and I was so confident. Usually in water aerobics, it's a lot of elderly people who will go because in the water, it helps your muscles to be able to move. And people who are older who can't move their body as good, the water is so good for them. So my mom would teach these classes in the pool. There would be mostly 70, 80-year-olds in there. I went in 14 years old. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be great at this class. No, I was so sore. It was so hard. The older ladies, they were outrunning me in the pool. I was like, Mom, you're amazing. This is very intense. Anyways, my mom had to study so much to teach these classes. And when I was telling her about the fascia, she goes, oh yeah, it's connected to every tissue and every muscle in the body. And when you release the fascia, this is what happens. I was like, Mom, how come you've never taught me about this? You could make YouTube videos about this and change people's lives. People are stuck in survival mode and they don't know that they need to release that tight tissue in their body, and then their nervous system would be released. So please, ladies, if you have learned about something that has changed your life, please start teaching it. This is what I tell my students in the Glow Print. How you will know what to teach is you look back on your life. What do you wish someone would have showed up and said, this is how you change your life. This is how you change this area, and teach it. Start sharing on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. And I'm going to have a video coming out in a few weeks about, it's going to be called The Secret Rule to Create Your Dream Business, something along those lines. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to run your dream business and how to, I don't want to spoil this video yet, but how to go against the rules of the world and actually attract the hearts of your audience. How to actually pull people in who want to be changed by what you're sharing, and to speak to the people who their lives are going to be changed. Because if you're trying to speak to everybody in the world and have a huge following, have hundreds of thousands to millions of views, yes, you can capture attention, but it's so much better to capture hearts and to capture energy. So don't worry, oh, but talking about foot pain is weird, but even though I know it could change someone's life, talk about the foot pain on YouTube because it could change someone's life. Actually, the more niche you are, the better your business will be. Okay. Using the ball on my feet now. Shayna, I love this for you. So good. This is called a lacrosse ball. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, ladies. I think it's a stress ball. Yes, I believe it's also called a stress ball, a massage ball. It has to be very, very hard. Gus keeps trying to get this. I'm like, Gus, you don't touch this one. This one is for mama. Okay, next. I don't remember if I've already shared this with you ladies, but I'm just going to say it again. Physical glow up hack. Ask ChatGPT, if you were a colors analysis specialist, what would you say my colors are and how would you advise me to dress? Upload a close-up picture of your face with no makeup, showing your hair, showing your neck. Upload a full body picture of you head to toe, wearing clothing that shows your body shape. And also, if you have ChatGPT Pro or whatever, I haven't upgraded to the Pro version yet because I don't use it that much. It only lets me upload 2 pictures, but if you can upload 3, also upload a picture with your hair back, show the muscles of your face, show your facial structure. ChatGPT will create a color wheel for you and tell you what your season is, tell you what colors, tell you what fabrics look best on your skin. I am a warm autumn. One of my clients, she is actually so good with colors, color analogy, color specialist. She told me I was a warm autumn before ChatGPT ever said. And I thought that it's so fascinating that we have access to free technology that, yes, going to a color specialist, it would probably still be great, but another option, use ChatGPT for now and ask them how you can level up the colors that you are wearing. And look at those colors and use that for your makeup. What you put on your eye color and your lip color. I had an eyeshadow palette that was more cool tones like grays and purples and stuff like that. And every time I would use it, I would just feel off, like it wasn't my best look. Now I use a very, very warm palette. I'll actually show you guys the one I use. It's a very worn palette. Tarte Toasted. Here's the colors that I use for my eyeshadow. If you're a warm autumn girly, this would be great for you. These. So play with your makeup, play with your clothing. Why not use ChatGPT for a little bit of help? It will make a difference in how you feel, because you're wearing colors that match the undertones of your skin. I have more of a yellow undertone than a red undertone, which is why my colors are more warm. So gold jewelry tends to look better. Yeah, so this is another hack. Yes. Ooh, ask about your Kibbe body type. My girls who have taken Master Your Feminine Energy, you know that I talk about the Kibbe body test. Use ChatGPT. I wish ChatGPT was around it probably was, but I just didn't know about it. When I made that course, I thought, okay, this is such an important thing because it will change the confidence in the way that you dress and the way that you put yourself together. So definitely ask ChatGPT. All right. Yep. Oh, just finished listening to your podcast. Thank you, my girl. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, another point too, when you loosen up your hips, so not just this ball, but stretching your hips and dancing. I love dancing because it just frees your hips so much. Literally, when you dance, you are shaking that blocked emotion out. One of the best things that you can do is to go to YouTube, type in Pop Sugar belly dance workout. And you're going to take that 30 minutes video. By the end of it, you're going to feel so much looser and happier and more free. I started doing this during COVID and I was just obsessed. I think belly dancing is so beautiful. One of my close friends, she is doing a belly dance performance in Turkey, and I'm gonna go and see her. I'm so excited. I haven't told you ladies yet, but I'm about to head to Turkey. That's why I've been so busy, because I'm preparing weeks of content so that I don't just leave you ladies hanging while I'm traveling. But I'm going to go and support her. I think belly dancing is so feminine. I think it's so sexy. It's so beautiful. And I just love it. To me, when I see a woman doing belly dancing, I just think feminine energy. She's comfortable moving her body. She's releasing anything that's been tight, that's been held. So I'm just so excited. I've never been to Turkey before, and she asked me, do I want to meet her there? And I thought, why not? Let's see. Yep. I'm an hourglass, but I don't feel comfortable showing off my waist. It doesn't sit well with my spirit. Follow your spirit and follow what your intuition is telling you always, always. Not everything is meant to be shown. You can dress however you want in private and have it be completely different in public. You can dress however you want, maybe around your partner, and then with other men in the public, you dress maybe more modestly. They haven't earned that energy yet. This is what I love about living in Dubai. I was talking to some of my friends here, and when I first moved here, I asked one of my friends who's a local Emirati woman, I said, how do you feel about wearing an abaya and a hijab? And she goes, oh, I love it. And I said, it's so interesting because in the US, a lot of the narratives are women are forced to dress this way. And of course, in some Middle Eastern countries, yes, that is the case. But what my friend was telling me was, no, Alexis, I choose to wear the hijab. I choose it because men haven't earned this access to my hair. They haven't earned this access to these parts of my body. And I thought, wow, I respect that so much. And what a powerful gift to see your feminine energy, that part of you so sacred, and to decide I get to show this to certain people, and to certain people, they have to earn it. The woman that was telling me this, the man that she is planning to marry, he has to marry her first before he ever sees her hair in its full glory. And I love that. You decide the rules. You don't let people tell you the rules. And I think we're going to need an episode about this on the podcast, actually. Modesty. There are different definitions of modesty. What someone tells you is modest may not actually feel modest for you. You have to go to God. You have to pray and ask God, what is modesty? What have you told me modesty is? There are certain people that say you must cover your hair, you must wear a turtleneck, but modesty is also a heart posture too. Yes, your clothing does reflect that, but also you have to know that definition internally and not be following the rules or trying to please. Are you Christian? Yes, I'm Christian. The podcast, it is for everyone. You do not have to be Christian. It is for women who are Muslim, who are Jewish, who are Christian, who are not Christian, who are curious about their faith. It's a very safe space for everyone to come. It really bothers me when people who are religious are judgmental of other people. So I wanted to create a space where people can come and learn about Jesus, they can learn about God, and if they want, they can accept Christ into their life. But I'm not going to be someone who pushes it, you must do this, your way is wrong. No, because if someone would have told me your way is wrong, I would have shut down completely. There are women who have told me, Alexis, I have accepted Jesus into my life because you talked about your relationship in such a beautiful, safe way that I wanted it for myself. It made me curious. So also when you have your values, ask God and ask yourself what would make me feel good. People have told me, "Oh, you should only teach about your faith if you're a Christian." Well, that's not what God has told me. That's not my purpose. If I was only teaching about faith, then all of the women who have found Christ through this channel, they would have never found him because I would have only been talking about something that they weren't comfortable or ready to hear. So please, with your values, don't listen to the outside world. That's also honoring your feminine energy. What is your body speaking to you? Where did you get your top? This is a dress. I love this dress, and I got this in Mexico. It was at one of those random boutique stores. Yep. What's the best source to learn feminine selling techniques for your business? A book, podcast, website. What's the best tip to learn selling techniques? So, are you asking how to learn about selling for yourself, or what to know to, or what to create for you to sell? Okay, let me answer the second one first. So, how you will know what to create and what to sell is going to come from what is the easiest for you to do, what feels so exciting when you think about it, and what is something that you can do now that requires no training, no certification, no extra steps. So, for example, a huge block that a lot of my business students have is, Alexis, I need to take this course first, get this certificate first, so that I can be licensed to teach about this. And I say that's a block. Your mind is trying to make you feel that you are not ready. And guess what? After you get the certificate of life coach or whatever, your brain is going to give you another block. You have to remove the block and decide, I'm going to do this, and go for it fully. All the time. I get emails, Alexis, when I complete the glow print, will I get a certificate saying that I'm a coach? No, you will not, because if you need a certificate, you're not ready yet. You decide that you are qualified, and you being the embodiment of what you're teaching is the certificate. You are the real life certificate. Nothing physical is going to give you permission. This has to give you permission. And what's going to be the easiest for you? What's the easiest for me is creating, when I get a course idea, I will say, okay, let me brainstorm and come up with some ideas. Let me send an email to the girls that I'm launching this course, and let me do it in a live Zoom session style so that I can answer their questions real time. I can save the recording for the girls who will want to take this in the future, and I can put it on the website. So for me, it's creating a live course. That's what feels best for my business. I wish my first course, Master Your Feminine Energy, was done live. It would have been so much easier. I spent 3 months sitting in front of the camera, recording videos, making them perfect. I felt, oh my gosh, that was so much work. Then when I taught Divine and Aligned that course, I thought, you know what? I want to do this live. I don't want to perfect the videos. I want it to just be raw and real. To this day, it is still my favorite course ever. The ladies in there, there's just something so special about it. It's also really special to my heart, teaching women how to start their dream business, helping them take their business to the next level, because their feminine energy changes. When they are secure financially, when they are happy and living in their purpose, they change as a woman. If I would have been so set on, okay, I have to make a perfect video structure, it has to be 1080p, and maybe I should make a PDF first, or maybe I should get my master's in business. Nope. How about I teach what I've already learned authentically running my own business? And for the women that it resonates with, great. For the women that, oh, she doesn't have the qualifications yet, I'm not going to take this, also great. We're not a match. To this day, that course is still changing lives. I get emails and messages all the time. Alexis, I just had my highest income month ever. One of my students in the Gold Vault, she messaged me this two days ago. She goes, I just completed the course and I just had my highest monthly sales ever. Thank you for this inner work. What if I had said, no, I'm too scared to do this, or I'm not qualified to do this? You have to kind of push yourself out of the way and focus on serving and living in your purpose and sharing what you wish you would have known a year, 2 years ago. So that's how you will know what to sell, what to create. The program that I would recommend is Divine and Aligned, hands down. All right. Okay, let's get into, okay, we're still on the physical. I've still got some internal ones for you too. Okay, I've been holding this on my lap for like an hour. Let me talk about this. This is actually going to tie in with an internal one, so let me save this. Second to last one, do one daily activity that stretches your current movement. During July, I was visiting my family. So my family lives in the US, and when I'm with my siblings, my inner child just comes to life. So something that I used to do as a kid all the time is gymnastics. And I would always do back bend kickovers. If you know, you know. I was with my sister and we were just laying on my mom's carpet and just hanging out and talking. And I was like, I haven't done oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name now, a back bend kickover in so long. My mom is there, my sister's there. So I go into the bridge position. Let me show you what this is in case you don't know. Okay, also mental note, I have not done this since I was like, I don't know, maybe 18 is the last time that I did this. This is a bridge in gymnastics. So I'm on my mom's carpet, I'm with my sister, I'm like, yeah, I just feel so spontaneous, I'm gonna do one. So I go up, my arms, they're like this. I was like, I can't do it anymore. I felt so, oh my gosh, I just felt so humbled in that moment. My sister gets up, she does it perfectly. I'm like, okay, you know what? My goal is to learn how to have the strength and the flexibility in my back to be able to hold this position again. Then when I got back here to Dubai, almost every night, I'm here on my carpet, I'm doing this bridge position. Now, ladies, I can do it so good. This morning I did it, my back cracked a little. I was like, ooh, that felt so good. It changes your posture, it changes your flexibility. Why I'm telling you to pick one daily movement that stretches you is because it's going to change the way that you talk and the way that you carry yourself. Now I feel more loose in my energy. I feel when I walk. This is what I love about TikTok. I saw this video on TikTok and this guy said, bring back switching your hips. Ladies, we want this to be brought back so bad. And this is when you like move your hips side to side as you walk. Men are craving it to come back because now we just all walk like this, right? And when you do things like this, one daily movement, whether it is this bridge position, maybe it is a hip roll, maybe it's a cartwheel, maybe it is the splits. When you do this, your hips are going to be more open, your chest is going to be more open, your back is going to be more loose and relaxed. We hold so much stress in our back. Most of you, I guarantee you, you work something digitally, which means you're either like this or like this all day long. And then we wonder, why is my feminine energy blocked? Physically, you're blocked and tight. So loosen that up and your feminine energy will loosen up. This is why I always say whenever I get massages, all of my business downloads come. It's because when my body's getting loosened up, so is my feminine energy. So that is what will happen for you. Next step is the back bend kick over. I used to be able to go backwards like that and kick my legs over. I'm scared to do that now. All right. Okay. Next, where can you make life easier? So, okay, actually, you know what? No, okay, I'm gonna save it. So, where can you make life easier? So, my puppy, Gus, he, whenever I leave, loves to get into the plant. Every time I would come back, I would say, oh, Gus, he would leave soil everywhere, leaves everywhere, and I would have to clean it up. So what I would have to do is take out my vacuum cleaner, then take an extension cord, because my vacuum cleaner doesn't reach the plant, and vacuum this up. One day I was like, okay, I'm making my life very difficult. How can I make my life easier in this area? Because if I'm feeling difficulty and feeling that I'm creating more work for myself here, I must be blocked in creating more difficulty in my life other areas. So what did I do? I asked, how can I make this easy? How can I conserve my time and my energy with this? I know this is going to seem small, but I'm going to explain why it's more important. I went to Amazon. I got the idea, okay, let me just get a small little vacuum cleaner. Now all that I have to do when I see that there's soil on the ground, Gus just woke up. He's like, Mom, that was good. What are you doing? I take out this bad boy, I vacuum it up in 5 seconds, and my life is so much easier. That unlocked something for me. Because in other areas, I started realizing, wait a second, I'm creating more work for myself in this area. Let me just outsource. Let me just conserve my energy here. Let me just invest in this so that this can be easier for myself. Even what I find myself doing is asking my assistant to take over more tasks that I didn't even realize I wasn't enjoying doing, but were taking my time and my creative energy. It felt so natural and so easy. I'm like, hey, Annie, can you start doing this? And she's so happy to do it. She's like, of course, I want to take as much off your plate as possible. So see where things feel difficult and annoying in your life. It is such a blessing that you have that, because it's pointing you in a direction to say, you are creating more work and difficulty. Where can you make your life easier? And do you maybe have a limiting belief that you have to create more work for your life? Do you maybe have a limiting belief that you are not allowed to have a life that is easy and feels good and is convenient? Ooh, I love your name, Dr. Elizabeth, Ageless Vitality. That is so beautiful. It's so juicy. Come here, bud. Gus and I both got our haircut this week. Do you want to say hi to the girls? There's a mirror right here, so if he's going like this, that's why. First live chat ever, been following you for years. Welcome! I'm loving live streaming at night because there's so many new people joining. Welcome, welcome. Gus needs a little crate. He does have a crate actually, and I was trying to house train him because when we go back for Christmas to the US, I want to leave him with my mom for a little bit and go and visit my best friends, and I need him to be house trained because otherwise it's not going to be so good for my mom. She's going to be like, why? He's like, it's like watching a toddler. So that's why he was out and getting into the plants. How to feel okay that life is easy and good. You decide that this is your new state of norm. You decide that, yes, there is natural suffering that will occur, but there's also man-made suffering. That if you have a deep-rooted limiting belief that I'm not allowed to have a life that is easy and feels good, you're going to be unconsciously creating suffering. I actually have a YouTube video on this. Let me see if I can find it for you. I would also ask, I would go back and just kind of replay moments from your family and from your upbringing. How did your mom and your dad or whoever raised you, how did they go about navigating life? Finances, relationships, family issues? Were they always stressed? Were they always in a hurry? Was something always seeming to happen? Because I think that mentality can be accidental victim programming where suffering becomes normal. So they recreate it, and you grow up as a kid having all of these neural pathways fired and wired again and again, that life is difficult, suffering is normal, things being easy doesn't last long, it's going to end up going down. So you have to start to rewire that mental belief, those mental blocks that have taught you how life is supposed to be. This is what I teach in Master Your Feminine Energy. I start the course saying this is going to activate and bring your feminine energy to life. And it's not going to be what you think. 90% of the course is actually inner work. Because once you learn to undo the programming, once you can step back and see, whoa, I'm having this show up in my life because this is my belief, and my brain will only confirm and see evidence that matches my beliefs. Once you can start to see how you have created certain experiences in your life, you start to go, if I've created this, that means that I can create something else. Sadly, I've chosen this. You have to be honest with yourself. The course teaches you to let the ego go and say, I've chosen this belief. I've chosen this. But the beautiful part is, if you've chosen it, you can change it. So see where there were maybe accidental programmings in you. That's the thing as kids. I feel there's so many things that happen in our childhood that if we could go back, we would say, I would never choose this. But take all of the trauma, all of the suffering, all of the lessons, all of the hardship that you've learned, and use it to glow yourself up. And I guarantee you, there's going to be something in that inner work journey that will lead to your dream business, that will lead to your life purpose. Everything that I teach has come from suffering, heartbreak, failure, mess ups, where I'm like, okay, I need to step back and ask, what went on here? How did this happen? Why did this happen? Where am I repeating this pattern? And break the pattern. That is exactly what I teach from. And I also said this in a video. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to find that video for you about suffering, actually. I said this in a video once that I was so nervous to say this on YouTube, but I said, my girls who have been through the most trauma, had the most toxic households, you are the most blessed. Because what you can do with a business, what you can do with content that you create, what you can do with your life purpose is going to be so much more rich with energy and with emotion and with charge, because you grew up having your heart broken, having your feminine energy pushed down and stuffed down, that there is this part of you that's dying to break free. There's this part of you that's charged by maybe rage or emotions. And once you can start to let that side free, it will charge your business. It will charge what you teach. It will charge what you share, who you show up as. Once your heart is broken, you have no place but to go up here. Rock bottom, you can only go up. And so sometimes having a broken childhood is actually the best thing that can happen to you, because what you are born to teach is what first broke your heart. You are here to heal what you needed healing from. Okay, so my girl who had asked about the limiting belief around how to accept and give yourself permission to have an easy life. Search awwlexis, how to stop creating suffering. You're gonna see two videos, part 1 and part 2. Something happened on this live stream. Oh yeah, someone FaceTimed me and it ended the live stream. I was like, no! But it ended up being the best thing ever, because I thought, this doesn't have to be so perfect and professional. Yeah, the live stream ends 40 minutes in, but I'm just going to start a new one and call it part 2. It broke off a part of that perfectionism for me, so this video is actually very special. Videos are very special for me. How to stop creating suffering, awwlexis. All right. Okay, here's the internal glow up hacks. Outsource one thing you currently don't love to do. Laundry, meal prepping, something I do not love, putting furniture together. I have spent hours trying to put chairs together, trying to put lamps together. And here's what's so amazing. You won't even see that there is another option available until you decide to make your life easier, until you decide I'm not available for this anymore. I'm not available for the suffering. I get to have a life that is easy. Guess what I started seeing on Amazon? There is a feature where when you order furniture, you can also order maintenance for someone to come and build it. Actually, it's not even called maintenance. I don't know what it's called, but it's not construction. I think you know the word that I'm looking for. You can hire someone to build the furniture that you ordered. And it's so, I don't like using the words expensive or affordable. My divine and aligned girlies know. It's so cost efficient for what it is to have someone build your furniture. Once I decided I'm not available for the suffering, I'm not available to be frustrated and wondering, did I put the lamp together? Is it going to fall and the light bulb going to crack? No, I'm going to decide that when I order furniture from now on, I'm going to make it easy. And what did I see on Amazon once I decided that there was an option for someone to come and build the furniture? It's so easy. You just schedule the day, the time. I couldn't see it before because my belief wouldn't let me. Like I said, your beliefs will only allow you to see evidence of something that matches your belief. This is called confirmation bias. So what can you start doing? What can you outsource? My business owner girls, my girls who have joined my business programs especially, outsource and let yourself use a virtual assistant. What is something that you don't like to do? Is it research on, I was just working with a client who was doing this so well. She hired someone to do her market research for a business that she wants to create. And I just thought, genius, I love it. She doesn't want to do the research to find a physical product to sell, but she knows she wants to have passive income from a physical product. So her goal is to outsource. And I thought that's so genius. So I even tell my girls in the glow print, I tell them when you're setting up your coaching website, this is how you're going to do it. I give them the ultimate hack that makes their life so easy, because a lot of women go in thinking I need to set up my own website and it's going to be so much work. How do I know what platform to use? No, make your life easy. This is one of the benefits of joining a course. Make your life easy. Everything that I've learned from running my businesses given to you in a blueprint. So make your life easy, outsource. Even artwork for your YouTube channel. Go to websites like, I don't know what they're called, for AI, and have them make your YouTube graphics. It can be so helpful. For my vlogs, I have not edited a vlog since January, maybe? Yeah, which is crazy. It's already September. This year I decided I love vlogging. I'm running out of time to do it, and it's preventing me from making more vlogs. So I'm going to give myself permission to hire an editor. Ladies, I was so scared to hire an editor because I know when I'm editing, I can make the video perfect. I can give it the aesthetic, the feeling that I want, but I just felt so drained. It would take me like 15 hours to edit a vlog. And I thought, I can't do this anymore. So my assistant helped me to find an editor, and they have edited all my vlogs that you've seen since February. They're amazing. My life changed. They edited the vlog in like 3 days and they sent it back. Hey Alexis, can you give it a final review and make some edits? I was done in a couple of hours after editing and adding a few things here and there. Now it went from 15 hours to create a vlog or to edit a vlog to 2 hours max. And probably by the time I keep working with this editor, they'll get my style down so good, I don't even need to make edits. It's just good to go when they finish it. So the cost for me is worth the time. And here's the beautiful thing. I get that money back that I invest with the editor. The vlog makes that money back and more, because the vlog is there on the channel forever and it's sitting there and it's monetized. So you outsourcing is actually going to make you money back. It's actually going to make time come back for you. It's going to bring your energy back, and your energy is what creates your income. All right. Yes, I'm weighing options for new apartments, and one of them doesn't have washer and dryer in it. I was thinking that's a negative, but I don't like doing laundry. Forces me to outsource. Girl, there you go. And now your energy is more free and light. And I love that because when you get your laundry back, I've done this a few times for like formal pieces that I don't want to wash myself. When I get the laundry back and it's perfectly ironed and steamed and it smells good, I'm like, this is amazing. I grew up seeing a mom who did everything around the house, everything. She is amazing. She's very strong. But I had a belief planted in me that I have to do everything myself. And if I don't do it, if someone else does it, I can't trust it to be 100% good. I had to break that limiting belief out. And when I did, ladies, my life is so much easier. My income is higher. My energy is back. My creativity is charged because I'm not leaking out my creative life force energy on cleaning my apartment. I have someone that helps to clean my apartment. I'm not wasting it on editing videos and being so drained and spending 15 hours on Final Cut Pro. Nope, I outsource it. Now, while someone else is editing my video, I could be creating a new project. I could be creating my podcast, which I did. I don't think I would have my podcast if someone wasn't editing my vlogs. So there are ideas and opportunities waiting to unlock and open up for you, but you have to create boundaries around how much energy you are leaking out. That actually goes into my next point. This one is going to be so good going into this fall season. Actually, whenever you're watching this, this is going to be so life-changing for you. You are going to reset your rubber band capacity with your energy levels. What does this mean? I'm going to have a video coming out shortly on explaining the rubber band concepts that I created and going in depth with some inner work for you. I'm so excited to share this with you. So your rubber band, long story short, think about a brand new hair tie when you get it. When you get that hair tie, that represents your mind when you come into this world. As you try new experiences and have new opportunities, that hair tie stretches and you can hold more abundance as a result. So for example, when you get your first paycheck from your first job, maybe you're working at a smoothie place like I was for my first job. You get your paycheck, you're like, whoa, $400 from this week, that's amazing. My rubber band capacity could hold $400 because that was normal. My beliefs taught, yep, this is normal. This is how much you get to get paid. If someone would have came and handed me a $40,000 check, would it have fit in my rubber band capacity? No, because I had not created the beliefs that I was able to hold that much. If you don't believe me, search the curse of the lottery winner. Anyways, I'm going to be talking about this more in the video, so I'm going to pause it here. But you have rubber band areas with every area of your life. Love that you're available for. Ever wondered why you're not attracted to the good guys? Your rubber band can't hold that level of love, of healthy love. Gus, his patience rubber band has snapped. I've been working and coaching and making videos all day, so he's been so good. You have a rubber band for how much money you can hold, for how much love you can hold. What I'm referencing specifically right now is how much energy you can hold. So what I want you to do is sit back and reflect, how is my energy being spent throughout the day? And I'm going to give you an example of when I did this recently. I was watching a vlog from one of my favorite creators. I just love this girl. Her and I both started our TikTok accounts at the same time. And I watched her grow. She just absolutely exploded on TikTok. And so now I was watching one of her vlogs and she is just on fire in her business, thriving, creating content, writing her book, having her business. And she was showing a work day with her and she did like 3 hours of work from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then she had a little bit of downtime, had another work block 2 to 5 p.m. I was thinking, okay, yeah, she's probably done for the day. Because when you're doing creative energy, like content creation, running your business, it's different than working at a 9-to-5 job. 8 hours of creating is very different from 8 hours of working for someone else's business. It takes a lot of energy to create, mental energy. So when she was done at 5, I was like, oh, wow, that was very productive. Then she has dinner and she was showing another work block from like 7 to 10. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so inspired by this. And so I thought, you know what? I need to reset my energy rubber band because I have a limiting belief that I can only work 2 to 3 hours a day and then I'm finished. So what I did is I said, okay, I'm going to start to stretch slowly by having a 2 hour work block from noon to 2. I'm going to take a break from 2 to 3, and then 3 to 5:30, I'm going to have a 2.5 hour work block. I did it. I felt so good, so energized, so productive. 5:30 p.m. came. I did not want to stop working. Usually by that time, I'm done. I'm like, I did a few hours of work. I'm done. I don't have to do a lot of work for my business, but if I do more, it's usually creative stuff, like creating TikToks or using AI to create YouTube shorts from the live streams. So anyways, I did these work blocks. I felt so good. It stretched my rubber band, and slowly over the past few weeks, I've been able to create and to work more. Today, I'm filming 2 YouTube videos. If you would have asked me if I could do this 2 months ago, I would have been like, no, that's a lot of creative energy for one day just to do one. I filmed one a couple hours ago. Now I'm doing this live stream. My rubber band for how much energy and creative life force I can give out, I've stretched it. But first I had to take a look at what I was currently doing, reset it, and say, okay, what would it feel like if I did more, if I gave more? And also, I need to learn how to rest with that. So for me, I had to play around with it. I work best when I have a 1 hour work break where I can turn my mind off, I can dance, I can cook, I can play with Gus. That's what helps to reset. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's so many good questions I want to answer, but let me also... Okay, there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about. How can you make your environment softer and yummier? This is going to level up your feminine energy. So first I'm going to talk about your own environment and then your environment with other people. Then I'm going to go, because it's already almost 8 p.m. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. This day has just been flying by. Okay, so what I do at night is I will turn on my salt rock lamp. I just love the color. I love how calming it is. Then I will light a candle. And I also have these reed diffuser sticks. I wish that you ladies could smell this. It is one of the best smells in the world. This one is Orange Blossom from Craft and Kin. I love this so much. So smell for me is very, very important. Lighting for me is very, very important. To glow in my feminine energy, creating an external environment for my internal to feel relaxed is so important. So when I am not feeling motivated to do something, I know, okay, let me change the lighting in my house. Either I will open the curtains more, maybe I'll dim them a little bit more. When I was recording my podcast, I thought, okay, let me light a candle. Let me just make the room feel relaxed and cozy. That is going to help to reset and to detox your feminine energy by switching your environment. And then your brain will start to know, okay, this is a cue. When I turn on my salt rock lamp at night, when I light my candle, that is my sign that I'm getting ready for sleep. I grab my Kindle, I read my romance fantasy novel, and I am out. I have the best dreams, I have the best sleep, and it's because I create a cozy environment for my feminine energy to rest. Next, this one is so fun in relationships. What you are going to do, this is with romantic relationships specifically, is ask, how can I make the environment softer and yummier? An example, I love to go for walks. This is something that I love to do. So let's say that I am going for a walk date and we're walking and we're talking. What I will do is I will bring coconuts for us, real coconuts, like the one that is actually a coconut, not in the plastic bottle. And I'll pull it out and I'll be like, it's so hot outside, right? We need this to make it through the walk. And it's so nice walking around Dubai, being in the heat. Yes, it's 100 degrees here. Yes, it sucks. But when we're carrying this coconut, it's tropical paradise. The feminine energy power is that she can create the environment to be so delicious and so soft. And she can make any environment feel like paradise. This is the power of feminine energy. This is part of, I get a lot of questions, but how do I know that I have value just in being? How can I feel worthy of a man providing for me? Do you realize that you create the atmosphere? You can change his energy and his emotions just by your presence, just by these little things of decorating the house with reed sticks that smell good, whipping out a coconut when it's hot, and taking him to a mental paradise. This is the power of feminine energy, is her presence creates a new environment, one that's exciting and literally it's delicious to step into. So this is another way to level up your feminine energy, is to create your environment. Maybe I'll do a whole video on this. I really love talking about this kind of stuff. Maybe you and your partner drive around in the car a lot. What I would do is maybe bring blankets. Maybe if it's a longer drive, you can whip out a blanket and say, I just want to make it cozy for us. Or maybe you can bring like rose water spray and say, before we start the drive, let's just get extra hydrated. These little things, men won't tell you that they love it, but they do. They love it. It's like men's, you know how men, when they're around their guy friends, they're like, yeah, I'm strong, I'm strong. But then when they're around their girl, they want to cuddle with her. They want to be the little spoon. Men want this. They just won't tell you. So you create that environment. This is where it's okay to lead a bit more in your feminine energy, because you don't have to wait. No, it's doing too much. I'm chasing. I'm leading in the relationship. There are areas that you are going to lead. I talk about this also in Master Your Feminine Energy. But when you do it from your feminine energy and you do it in certain areas like the environment and the atmosphere, it's going to change the relationship dynamic and make that polarity very strong. Okay. That's how I feel. My man likes to keep our home dark. Yes. Do you like that? If he keeps it dark and you don't like that, here's what I would say. I'm just craving some openness right now. I'm just craving like a really bright, warm, sunny day. I really wish that we could get the sun in our apartment. I really wish that we could just bring some warmth in here. Leave it at that. He will probably say something like, well, what if we open up the curtains? Or what if I get you this lamp that mimics the sun? Or this alarm clock to wake you up in the morning so that it looks like the sun is waking you up. You know those Hatch alarms? I think they're so cool. You express the desire, let him take the action. This is how, this is why the woman is the neck. You determine where the head goes. If he's keeping it dark in the home and you don't like it to be dark, I just really wish that we could bring the sun inside here. I'm craving some warmth right now. What do you think we could do to just make it feel warmer in here? What do you think we could do to make it just feel more open? I feel so open with you. I want our home to feel like that too. I feel like I just come to life when the home is so bright and open. What do you think we could do? And just wait. I love feminine energy. Ladies, I could literally teach about this all night. I'm going to get ready for dinner now because I am so hungry. It's been a busy day. But when I get ready to travel, I'm not going to leave you ladies hanging. I have lots of videos that are coming up, even with the podcast I'm pre-recording in advance. So thank you so much always for sharing your time and your energy with me. Get your resources, make your life easy. I should have put this in the thumbnail. No, honestly, I don't want to get banned. Thank you so much, ladies. I love you so much. Just play with your feminine energy. Fall is coming up. It's a new season. You deserve the detox and the reset. I have a whole playlist. Let me actually see what playlist that is for you with all of these videos, feminine energy refreshes and detoxes. Oh, okay. So the playlist is called Feminine Energy Refresh and Detox. If you like this video, definitely go and check out those other videos in the playlist. Master Your Feminine Energy is a great place to start when you want to do more of that advanced inner work to pull out your strong feminine energy. So that is at thefemininglow.com. Remember, we have book club coming up too. I'm just so excited. I love fall. It's such a great season and I love you ladies. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. And I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye everybody.